If you really listen closely, most conversations aren't conversations at all. They're performances. Two people waiting for their turn to speak, loading up their next point while the other person is still mid-sentence. It may look like communication, but nothing is actually being exchanged. Just statements, opinions, stories, and underneath all of it is this vast distance. There's a simple shift that can change this though, and it's not a trick, it's not new, but I've noticed that nobody seems to consistently do it, or at least not many people. That strategy is simple. Ask questions. This can improve your relationships, improve your career. It will open up the world around you, and much of the conflict and miscommunication that you have in life can be improved if you just simply ask questions. Because most of the time, when we speak in statements, we're reinforcing what we already think. We're projecting our world outward. And when two people are both doing that, they never actually meet. They just orbit each other. Questions do something different. They interrupt that pattern and they create space. They signal that for a moment your own thoughts aren't the center of the conversation, and people can feel that. For example, on a date, you can sense it basically immediately. Someone who talks only about themselves and feels closed off, even if they're saying interesting things, it's just red flags all around, right? But someone who's genuinely curious pulls you in without trying. You feel seen, even if nothing profound has been said. In conflict, it matters even more. Statements tend to escalate, and they harden positions. But a well-placed question can shift the entire tone. One puts someone on trial, while the other invites them to explain themselves. And often, that's all people really want. Even in casual conversations, it's the same pattern. When someone asks you something thoughtful, something that shows they're actually paying attention, you don't just respond, you open up a little more. The conversation deepens without either person forcing it. Now, there is a catch. You cannot fake this. People are far more sensitive to insincerity than we like to admit. You can ask all the right questions, but if you don't actually care about the answer, it comes through as hollow and mechanical. And that's why this isn't really about questions, it's about curiosity. Real curiosity is rare. It requires you to accept that the other person might see something that you don't, that their experience has depth you haven't understood yet, that you might even be wrong about something, and most people don't like that. It's easier to stay within your own perspective, to refine it, defend it, build on it. But when you do that, every conversation becomes a reflection of yourself, and you never really encounter anyone else. Curiosity changes that. When you genuinely want to understand someone, not just what they think, but why they think it, the questions take care of themselves. You don't have to search for them. They show up naturally. And when that happens, something shifts. People relax. They open up. Conversations stop feeling like exchanges and start feeling like discoveries. And it's not because you've learned some strategy, but because for once you're not just talking, you're actually listening. So remember to be curious and ask questions. All right, thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.